filter on this. Guys, I'm so far behind on editing videos. I don't even know why I'm bothering to record a video when I have so many to edit. But anyway, I'm recording a Christmas zombie look. Should be fun. So let's get going. I don't know why I'm doing this. Who knows? I am even in the spirit. Yeah. So let's get started. All right, so you know me and my weirdness with liking to leave one section undone. We're gonna continue that. So this side, I'm gonna do regular makeup, mostly.
All right, guys, so first off, disclaimer. Forgive me if this seems broken up and messed up or whatever, like, you know, broken up into pieces, because this look actually took me 4 hours to do, and I do not have enough space memory on my computer to put all the videos on my computer and edit them at the same time. So I'm literally editing them piece by piece, saving them out on a drive and bringing them back in once I'm done. It's hopefully gonna work. I don't really know. I guess we shall see. But this video is not going to be 4 hours long because you've got me voicing over everything. So let's get started. The first thing I did was I did my section of my face that's not going to be colored. And by the way, I'm doing like a chest piece too, which is why this took me 4 hours. So I started off with moisturizing my face and then putting my primer on my face as well. And then I used the Mad Love Brow stencil, not the stamp, but the stencil, and colored it in with probably my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow light brown or taupe color. I don't really remember which one I used, but it was the brow stencil part. And then I did Shape Tape on my eye in 12B Fair Beige. I also did, by the way, brow gel on my eyebrow, but I don't remember which brand either. I mean, there's a lot I don't remember when I used this, let's be real. Anyway, let's get started with everything else. So I can't remember the palette I used for my eyeshadow, but I just did my basic eyeshadow that I do, which I think you guys have seen many, many times, which I usually don't really focus on that eye, the eye that doesn't have the makeup on it too much. So I think I did like brown shades and a little bit of like neutral color down in the center to give me like a nice good cut crease in my eyelid. And then I topped it up with some Too Faced Better Than Sex eyeliner and Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, of course, and my foundation, which I put on last so I don't have any, you know, like fallout that falls on my face, is Lancome. Then I decided to start drawing on my face the designs that I want to color in, and I used my Too Faced Better Than Sex eyeliner to do that. It just dries really quickly, so it is the best and ideal. And then next I used Graftobine Green Pro Paint that's activated with water to paint in the green areas. I then removed my shirt. I do have like a sports bra type bralette on, so it's not like overlay, whoa, she don't have any clothes on, and drew the designs I want on my chest area for this Christmas look with my Too Faced Better Than Sex eyeliner. So that is actually this first piece. Like that whole video was probably 30-45 minutes. So I'm gonna start with the next section in just 2 seconds. Once I finished the drawing on my chest, I continued with the green coloring from the Graftobine Pro Paint Water Activated palette, and then also moved on to the red areas with the same type of palette, just I used red instead. I did a couple of layers on both to really make it not have like the gapping in between. That is to make it the green and the red pop. So it was a couple of coats, and I typically use Garnier molecular cleansing water other than regular water. I just find that the oil base to it helps it glide on smoother, and it doesn't dry up as quickly into the pod. Like the pod doesn't soak it in like it does water. so it's just more efficient. And then after that, I actually went over the green with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina orange palette. I know it says orange, but there's a green shade in there. And I just went over the green with all of that to kind of really make it pop. And I did the same thing on the red side. I just don't remember which palette I used. I might remember in the next clip because, like I said, I'm having to piece these clips together. Okay, so for this section, I used the Too Faced Better Than Sex eyeliner to draw out the brain where the red area is. So it's just like kind of swirls or whatever. And then around my mouth area and my eye area, I used Kraft O'Brien white pro paint that's activated with water and colored that in with just white. And I also did that in the bone area down on my chest. I then took a little bit of the Kraft O'Brien cream palette, the werewolf palette. I used the black section and kind of just added a little, or traced around where I originally drew out my mouth area with the Too Faced Better Than Sex eyeliner. I used the Kraft O'Brien to go over it. It's creamy, so it smudges easily. So then I smudged some of that out. I actually did that after I drew my teeth. So I drew my teeth with the Kraft O'Brien, or not the Kraft O'Brien, the Too Faced Better Than Sex eyeliner, and then I smudged out the areas above it. And I also added some pink eyeshadow and just kind of smudged that down, but didn't go all the way down to the teeth. I then did some red eyeshadow. I already said that, sorry. And I then went into right where my eye is underneath and did the Too Faced Better Than Sex eyeliner, draw out some lines under my eyes, and then took some red eyeshadow and just kind of put a little eyeshadow on my eyelid. And that's this section. All right, moving on to the snowflakes. So instead of drawing snowflakes on myself, I actually used this snowflake Kraft O'Brien, that's the company, stencil, snowflake stencil, and I just took a Kraft O'Brien sponge, like a porous sponge, and used also Kraft O'Brien Pro Paint in white, like the water activated one. Used my molecular cleansing water and damp on the sponge, and then put it on the sponge, and then just sponged on the stencils like all over. I used all different types of the snowflakes from the stencil, and it actually turned out pretty good, I think, my opinion though. But that was this section, and then after that I went in with the Kraft O'Brien detailed brush, like a little thin brush, and I put that into the werewolf palette that I have, the black in the werewolf palette, which is also from Kraft O'Brien. It's like a cream. And then I just kind of traced all the areas, like everywhere there was black outline. And in some areas I smudged it out a little bit so it looked a little more dimensional, I guess. I then cleaned off the same brush and did a little white detailing, put some dots on my face, did some little drippiness. I know that sounds so weird. Drippiness from the skeletal area on my chest to make it just look, you know, very zombie-ish. By the way, I had forgotten what red palette I used. I finally remembered. It was my ColourPop palette. It was like one of the red ones. I don't know if it was like watermelon, something like that, but it was a ColourPop palette. Really, any red will do. I'm just clarifying what palette I used because earlier I said I couldn't remember. So last up, I used my Too Faced Better Than Sex eyeliner, put some eyeliner on. I then put some either eyeshadow or some gel eyeliner on the underneath side of my eyelid. It's just to really make it look dark, and on the bottom eyelid as well. And then I used Kiss Magnetic lash liner, and then added my Glamnetic Lucky Lashes, and I put a red contact in my eye to complete this look. And of course I also added a wig, and you can see the completed look on my Instagram and TikTok and on my YouTube shorts.
Alright guys, I am done with this look. What do you think? I know, like, let me turn the light this way. It's all to the side, right? There. I'm done with this look. What do you guys think? Go check out my Instagram for pictures. Bye.